Okay. Hi, everybody. It is May 15th, and we love May 15th because we know in LifeVantage it's payday. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, but we're super excited to welcome you all here. Welcome all of our new distributors, and welcome to all of our existing distributors. We know you guys know this too. It's always a learning experience, right? My name is Debbie Zito, and I may be showing up as Sean McKee because I'm logged into her Zoom, but I'm Debbie Zito. I'm from St. Simons Island, Georgia, 7 with LifeVantage, and I'm joined this evening by Dr. Neil Goodman, who is a Pro 6, and Abby Drury, who is a Pro 7. So welcome, you guys. We're going to go over a few basic things. These are very, very simple steps to success, you guys. We have so many tools available for you, but most importantly, you want to make sure that each of you, after this 1-hour session tonight, feels that you can get set up for success and start off on the right foot, on the easy way. We're going to talk about a few basic things. First of all, I'm going to go over some of our Facebook educational information. Dr. Goodman's going to go through a little bit about the business, and then Abby's going to talk to you a little bit about simply how to invite someone and some social media success tips. So I'm going to start first with what education is available. And if you guys get out a little pen and paper and jot some notes, because I'm going to go over some very basic sites for you. First of all, we have amazing educational tools on Facebook and off Facebook. I'm going to go over a couple of educational tools on Facebook tonight. I'd like to start first with our educational Facebook page. This page is hashtag the Little Yellow Pill and Friends, and you can see this in the background. This is one of my favorites, you guys, because it is filled with amazing testimonies, educational information, and just simple things that you can tag your customers on. I love this page because this is where I will start my invite. I will tag someone on this page. Of course, I ask their permission first, and I tag them on this page, and I also let them know that they need to accept the invitation from me, and then I'll tag them in a few posts which I think may be beneficial to them. So we have this amazing educational page. It's hashtag the Little Yellow Pill and Friends. Now, as far as distributors go, we have incredible team pages. I'm going to show you a couple of them. First, we have our LFEN Team Distributors Facebook page. And this is our incredible Team Synergy page. We have a couple subsidiary teams, and I'm going to show you one of those. Depending on which page you are, just ask your upline. Ultimately, we'd love for you to be on all of them, but what I found, you guys, is that sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming, and we just want to start simple. This is our LFEN Team Synergy page, and I'm going to show you a Coastal Team Synergy page, which are distributors that are under me and Dr. Goodman and Abby, and this is really a mirror image of Dr. McKee's page. On both of these pages, the greatest thing about this is that we have a learning tool available. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, we go down to learning, and when you click on that, what's great about this is these are very, very simple steps on getting started. Everything from the initial welcome post to how to set up your office.
Hey, Deb. I'm not sure your screen is changing to the LFEN distributors page. We still see the Little Yellow Pill and Friends page.
Okay. All right. Let's go to here.
The one that's being shared is still the Little Yellow Pill and Friends Facebook page. There you go.
Okay. So this is our Team Synergy page. This is one of the subsidiary pages. This is Coastal Team Synergy. And I want to flip back to LFEN Team Synergy page. This is, again, is our educational page for distributors. So over on the left-hand side, if you scroll down to learning, this is incredible, you guys. It's just basic tips on how to get started. From the very start on welcome make sure, very important, when you're on this page that you turn your notifications to on. You want to make sure that you're updated with all of the tips that are coming in. And we'll start first with the first one. This is just welcome and setting up notifications. And then I'll take you through units of simple step-by-step on how to get started. The other thing I love about this, and I'm going to flip to Coaster real quick, is don't forget the search menu. Here under search the group, let's say I have some questions about commissions. If you put commissions in there and search, what I love, it'll pull up all of the posts that are related to commissions. This one specifically tells us, like I said, today is the 15th, and we are getting paid on the 15th today, and then weekly, and Dr. Goodman's going to go over that with you. So these are very simple steps to success. So we have, first of all, our educational page for our customers. That's hashtag the little yellow pill and friends. And then we have our educational page for us as distributors. That's LFEN Team Distributor page or Coastal Team Synergy. Again, ask your upline what educational distributor page you're on. On the distributor pages is so much fun, you guys. We love to celebrate each other. We love to welcome our new distributors. We love to put tips for success, questions. We put up-to-date information on LifeVantage on there. So we've got your educational page for your customers and your educational page for distributors. Okay? The next thing I'd love to show you is some YouTube educational pages. Dr. Goodman, can you see the Little Yellow Pill channel YouTube page?
Yes, I do, Debbie.
Okay, great. So we have an educational page for our customers. I love this page too, you guys. I share videos from here all the time. So when you go to hashtag the Little Yellow Pill channel, when you see here in this menu bar, you can go over to playlists. And I love these are all organized. So you can go through here. You have customers, they may in horses and dogs, and there's a full playlist in there. Some what physicians are saying and healthcare providers are saying about our products. So that is all organized under playlists on that page. That's your educational YouTube page for your customers where you can share videos there. The second educational page is our distributor educational page. Okay, and this is set up very similar where Dr. McKee set it up, organizing it into playlist grouping. Again, we've got everything from new distributor training. We've got how to get started. Every Monday evening, we have a Mojo Team Synergy training. I love these, you guys. It's right before Gabe Pearson's opportunity presentation. And it's just a time to interact. A lot of times we have guest speakers and we ask questions, so it's a great little educational tool. So those are four basic things. You have a Facebook educational page for your customers, which is hashtag the Little Yellow Pill and Friends. You have an educational page for us, our distributor pages, okay? That's LFEN Team Synergy, or if you're on a subsidiary page, both of them very, very important. If you're a brand new distributor, go to the learning section and go step by step through the units. You guys, they're very simple and easy to go through them. Okay, and then we have our YouTube channels. We have our educational page for our customers, which is the Little Yellow Pill channel. And then we have our Team Synergy page, which is great too. Let me turn that one off real quick. 1 second. Okay. All right, Dr. Goodman, I'm going to move on to you. I'm going to stop my screen share.
All right.
We're going to go on into the business. I think this is the one that's often very confusing for everyone. I'd love for you to go over a few basic things for us. Take us through the back office a little bit on how to set up one's account, maybe upload a picture, and talk a little bit about the importance of having your personal volume each month.
All right, sure will do that, Debbie. Thank you for that. Let me just say, what Debbie just showed you on those screens, it seems like it might be a little bit overwhelming. There's so many choices and resources, but what you need to do is to go on those pages and explore them yourself and just realize what is there and all the things that you can utilize. And as you spend time and familiarize yourself with that, it'll become a little easier for you. There's just a lot there, and it's difficult to go over all at one time, but there's a lot of great resources. But let me switch over and let me just go over the back office. For those of you who have gotten into your back office, there's a lot there to utilize as well, and I want to familiarize yourself because this really is the hub of your business. So I'm going to share my screen now, Debbie, and I'm going to flip to an example of a back office, and hopefully everybody is seeing this. This is typically after you've signed in with your number and your password. This is the screen that you typically see, and this is your home screen. And the home screen gives you a lot of information. In this area right here, it shows your qualifications. Qualifications really refer to the number of PV or points that you have, and are you meeting your requirements in order for you to get commissions? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But the first and most important thing that you do when you first set up your back office is to go to your account services, this drop-down menu. And within this pop-down area is an area for you to put in your personal information. When you click on that, you need to update your address, of course, and your phone numbers where you can be reached. But go ahead and you see this area here where it's my picture. Choose a file from your computer and upload an icon or a picture of yourself. This picture will become the symbol on your front page that your clients and customers will see, and that's reassuring to them because when it says your name at the top of your LifeVantage replicated page, it'll have your picture, and that way people will know that they've arrived at the right place. If they don't see your picture and they just see a head, an empty head with no face, they might be a little suspicious and they might not be sure that it's you. So do that as your first thing. I think that's real important. You have a place to put in your email address, and then what you want to do is you want to hit Save Changes, and that will save that information and make it permanent. Another thing that you can do is underneath Business Site Admin, if you go over to Website, this is the address, your actual URL of your business website. So, for example, my business website is called neilgoodman2.lifevantage.com, but you can make that say anything you want. Normally, it defaults to your name, but if you had an actual name of a company, say it was Living for Life, well, you could put livingforlife.lifevantage.com, and then that's the information that you would give out to people that you want to come to your page, and you can name it anything you want it to be. So you have your own URL that you can name, and it will be your replicated website. So that's just a nice way to customize it and make it yours. Lots of people have different names. Some people use their business name if they have another business. All right, so those are two things about setting up your back office to make it yours. The next thing is, and very important, is that you go and set up your recurrent orders. Normally, when you sign on and become a LifeVantage distributor, you're usually getting either a silver, a gold, or a platinum pack, and that's your initial pack that gives you sample products to use and to try, and also some to distribute. But that's not your recurrent order. You really need to have a constant order every month that is your order for either your family or yourself that helps you to maintain your back office commissions. And by that, I mean this is your overhead. Realize that in this business, it's a very low overhead. I mean, the typical business, and in my medical business, my overhead every month might be $50,000 a month to have equipment and medicines for my office and payroll and rent. But your only requirement is only 200 PV, 200 personal volume units. It's a little over $200 in order to maintain the maximum commission volume for your business. So when you go and set up your commissions or your subscriptions, you go to your subscription orders and you'll see, and these are oftentimes referred to as auto ship. Here in this one, in this example, I have 100 PV, which amounts to $162. And this happens to be, I think, I can't remember what I have here, to be honest with you, what I ordered in this case. I ordered a physique system for 100 PV. It was $149 plus tax. And if you look here, that order will be shipped to my address with my credit card, and the ship date says June 5th, 2019. That's my next ship date. And so that order will go out every month as a recurrent order. I never have to worry about it, and it will always be the same. And that ensures that I'm never deficient in that 100 PV that I need in order to hold my volume and to get commissions. Now, when I say that, if you go back to your home screen here, you'll see that under qualifications, I have this bar that says 100 PV. If it's green, it means you've met your requirement for your particular rank, which in this case, my rank is Pro 1 in this particular instance. And if I click on this, you'll see that my current PV is 100, which is my personal PV. That's a product that I actually ordered, plus any of my PCs, meaning my preferred customers PV. In this case, I don't have any preferred customers under my name. I've satisfied the 100 PV requirement just by myself. My total organizational volume down here is 1405. That's everybody below me. And everybody below me might be ordering things too, and I capture some of their volume. And that's what allows me to be Pro 1 rank. You need 1,000 PV to be a Pro 1. Now, if this is yellow, this might mean that I have 100 PV, but it's customer PV. I don't have enough PV myself in order to satisfy getting a commission. So you want this bar to be green. And if it were to be gray, it means you don't have any PV. And that's not really a good situation, because if you have people below you, you're not going to get paid on the commission pay date. Remember, we get paid on our commissions every week for fast start bonuses for those clients that we sign up, but we get paid every month on the 15th for the total volume under our organization. But you get nothing if you do not hold a minimum of 100 PV, of which 40 PV must come from you, and 100 PV can come from some of your customers that you have under your first line. But to maximize that commission, to get 40%, you need to have 200 PV. And I encourage everyone to do that. If you really are serious about this business, you will have 200 PV every month. And that could be a product that you use personally, or even if you want to buy it and use some of it for samples. But oftentimes we're giving product to our wives, our children, our dogs, etc. So make sure you keep that up. That's very, very important. So this is your homepage. It has lots of information here. Here it has your volume for each month. It shows what this is my gross volume for each month that I've done since December. This is my PV. You can see I've maintained 125, 125, 125, 125, and 100, which is enough to maintain my commission for this particular rank. And then enrollments, it'll list how many I've enrolled in a given month, both preferred customers and distributors. So these are your key measures. So you have a lot of information here. And the last thing I want to show you is, if you look at the graphic tree, this shows you a diagram of what your tree looks like. And you can see this is me at the top, and these are the people that I have under me. I have a person here who's a Pro 2. I have a person here who's just a regular distributor. And these are the clients that they have under them. And there is a legend to describe what each of these symbols means. It's beyond the scope of this brief talk tonight to describe that, but just know that there is a legend here that shows who has a subscription and who doesn't have a subscription. And you can click on any one of these people in order to find out what their information is. I can click on this particular individual here, click on them, and it will take me right to them. and I can see how they're doing, if they're meeting their PV, what their orders are, and what their order history is. I can search for that and see what they've actually done and purchased. That helps you to counsel and to guide your distributors as they go down through their business, and we're happy to help you with that. And then lastly, you can look at your commission summary, which shows what you're being paid on your commissions. There's a lot of information there as well, and you can print off reports. So, Debbie, I'm going to hand this back to you.
Hey, Dr. Goodman, can you do me a favor while you're logged into your back office? Because
sure.
Lewis had asked a couple questions earlier. We addressed everyone's question, but Jill had a couple questions specifically. What's the quickest way to look up either a customer or a distributor? So the way we do
sure. Let me do that. If you go to if you want to find something on a specific person, probably the fastest way is just go to detailed genealogy. Click on that, and you click on that, and you can actually, in this little window up here, type a person's name. If you type a person's name, I'll type my daughter's name, Erin Finley. It'll search for her. There it is. And let me do it again. And I can click on it, and it will take me right to her. And I'll be able to look up and see what her volume is. And then you can actually filter or sort out. Let me do this again. Doing a great job here, huh, Deb? Isn't it great? Technology is great. There's her name. There's her name. And oh, there she is. There she is, right here. And I can look at her information on Erin Finley, and I can look at her LifeVantage ID number. I can see when she enrolled, what her renewal date is, what her status is. In this case, she's a Pro 2, what her PV is, and what her OV is. Her total organizational volume is 1,060. So I can find anybody that way by just typing a name in this box. Or you can also do it by their LifeVantage number. And the other thing, let me show you also on the home page. If I go back to the top, one thing I didn't mention is some people want to see, for example, what's happening, what's new, what are the promotions. You can get to promotions either by clicking on the News Center, or right here has promotions also. So if you click on News Center, this takes you and shows you what's happening in the LifeVantage world. What are the promotions that are going on right here? And you can see that we have the Pace Setter program, we have weight loss, various different things that are happening in the organization, that the company is launching in Spain, that they're expanding to Ireland, information about auto assign, information about setting up your Facebook page. You can go to biohackers and see what's of interest to biohackers. You can see what's happening at the corporate level of LifeVantage. Here's that launching in Spain story. You can go to the business end and you can look about the power of the influencer program. Here's the hair launch program, what happened in background, side hustles, growing from manager to leader. These are things that are important from the corporate level. And then you can also look and see about different opportunities, or you can just go right back and just go shopping. When you shop, you're ordering something right then and there, and that's for a one-time cart. That's if you want something right now. These are not subscriptions. These are one-time. If I add it to my cart and check out, it's just going to send that one thing to me or a couple of things, but then it will not repeat. If you want to have something that's going to repeat, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back to your virtual office, and you want to do your auto ship. Under shopping, you see auto ship. You click auto ship, and that takes you to this subscription, which is a recurrent monthly thing, okay? So that's where you find that. And the last thing I want to show you, you can also find a update on promotions on the right-hand side of your screen, right here where it says, let's see, where is it? Promotions. Right here under promotions in the front, this blue button. If you click on that, if I can make it work. Trying to update, Debbie. Here we go. The promotions that are currently going right now are the Physique Body Transformation Challenge, which expires on 5/31/19. There is a pace setter program for distributors only, which hopefully everybody will be trying to achieve. The influencer program, which expires on 6/30/2019. And there's a retreat. So these are promotions, and you can find these by searching the page. So lots of information. Here's that picture I was talking about. See my picture? It shows that I'm the US market. I'm not in the UK. It shows my image, so they know it's me, and it has my name, Neil Goodman. So you want people to be able to find your page by your name or by your URL that you customize, and you also want them to recognize your face so they know they're at the right place. All right.
Perfect.
Debbie, I'm going to go ahead and unshare my screen.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, awesome, Dr. Goodman. Let me see. Abby, Drury, are you on? We're going to connect. I'm going to go ahead and Abby, you can unmute yourself. There are so many tools, you guys. Most importantly, I want to make sure that you realize it takes time. You know, I've been taking the products for 3 years, but really learning the business the past year, and every single day I learn something new. And I hope you guys are having fun and learning a whole bunch. So next up is Abby Drury. Abby is an Elite Pro 7. She's from St. Simon's also. And she's going to talk about one of the things I know everybody wants to know, which is how do you invite someone? You know, it's always a stumbling block for all of us. So she's going to give us little tips on how we invite, and also include some of the magical social media tips that Abby is so great about educating. So Abby, let me turn it over to you.
Okay, I don't have anything to share, so if you want to pop something up, I'm just going to talk.
No, that's perfect. Just like that.
I'm good, just like this. So you do however you want to do it, if you want to put a slide up or not. All right, guys. So I'm going to talk to you about social media. I actually grew 90%, I would say, maybe 95% of my business has been built upon social media. And so social media is a really great tool to use. It's a way for you to reach massive amounts of people and to share your stories with so many people. So I'm going to start with social media, and that's going to lead into how to invite. So first and foremost, I want you to now view your Facebook page as real estate. If you're using it for your personal business and you're sharing all of your personal stuff, you know, such as you're having a bad day or any negative stuff, I want you to erase that. I want you to get rid of that negativity, because that's not going to attract the people that you want to attract. You want your Facebook real estate to be happy, inviting, and inspiring for other people. And so that's first and foremost, is to set up that real estate page so that you can attract others to your business. We want to make sure that your Facebook profile picture is a picture of yourself, not your animals, not flowers, not food, none of those things. People want to connect with the real you. So I encourage you to upload a portrait of yourself, a selfie, anything exciting. Make that picture on Facebook a picture of you so that it becomes inviting to others. Also, you know, I want you to remain authentic. Be yourself. Don't change anything for this business, because people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to be attracted to your story, and they're going to be attracted to your why. So your Facebook page really needs to reflect your why in the business, why you've decided to, you know, invest in a wellness business, and what is your why and your passion that's leading you in this business. Something turned you on to this business so that you signed up as a distributor. And so you need to focus on that daily, because that becomes your why, and that turns into your burning passion to help others. Next, I want to talk about sharing stories. So we all see great things on Facebook, and we want to go, ooh, let's go grab that and copy it and paste it and let's share it. That's just amazing what that person did. Well, you can do that, but we need to make it unique, because if you're copying and pasting, no one's going to see, because Facebook can recognize that you copied and pasted. Also, if you're sharing someone's story, you know, I'm just real leery of that. I don't share people's story. I try to really go copy and paste if there's something unique to it that I want to share with my followers on Facebook. If you're sharing a story, you're not going to get as much attraction on it. People may not even see it because, I don't know, Facebook just wants things to be unique to you in order for you to get people's attention. And so if you are going to copy and paste somebody's post, for instance, if you go on my page anywhere and you see something that you want to share with others, copy it, paste it to your notes, and then change it up. Change a couple of words, add some exclamation points, put a spin on it, and make that story your own. That way, Facebook's going to see that it's been uniquely identified as your post and not just something that you've copied and pasted. If there's a picture attached to these posts, you don't necessarily have to use the same picture as someone else. You can pick a new picture. And what I found, and I'm trying to encourage my team to do, is to use a picture of themselves. And that's very hard for me because I've never been a selfie picture taker before. I honestly never understood why people took selfies and put them all over social media. But I'm learning now to make things unique to me, and that it will be inviting to others if you use a unique picture of yourself. If you use pictures that look like a commercial, people automatically get turned off. They say, oh my God, here she goes. She's selling something again. They don't want to deal with it. They'd rather just go to Walmart. It doesn't make it unique, right? People actually get turned off by all of the multi-level marketing that is all over Facebook. And usually it's because they don't understand it, okay? So you want to make it unique. You want to make it personally identified with you, your passion and your why. And that's what's going to drive your social media engagement. All right. So the next tip I have for social media is create engagement, right? So we have to create some engagement on Facebook so that you can build your Facebook followers and build your network so you can reach more people with these amazing products and these stories. And so how are you going to create engagement? You can post engaging posts, things that are going to ask questions so that people have to reply back to you. You can also ask questions for other people. So if you are surfing social media and, going through the Facebook page and you see a picture or you see something and you think, oh, that's awesome, I should comment, write a question. Because if you write a question, they're 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back and answer you, and it's going to create what's called a Facebook engagement. So that's really important. Remember that connections come before commissions, right? So before we can ever start building this amazing network and team, you have to create those connections. Keep that in mind. Sometimes it takes 10 touches with someone before you actually create that connection. So don't give up. Be unique, stay authentic, and, be persistent. You have to be persistent because then people are going to trust you. They're going to trust your product. They're going to trust these stories that you're sharing, and it's going to increase your business. All right. So another one that I wanted to touch on is, creating posts that are going to attract people. Guys, you signed up for an awesome business. There's nothing like LifeVantage out there. We have the only NRF2 activator that has published studies on PubMed.gov. Be proud of that. It's exciting. This is a very exciting business, and you are holding what Gabe Pearson calls the cookie. So be proud of that. I don't want you to go out and put Protandem on your page. We want to be very unique in the way that we post. You can use NRF2 activation. And also, we have the only product, this NRF2 activator, Protandem, is the only activator that has actual studies on the product, not the ingredients. So a lot of other companies will post things and they'll say they have studies on PubMed. Question them if you see that on Facebook. I do. I always do. And, ask them, is this an actual study on your product or is this on an ingredient? Guess what, guys? Our studies are on our products. Be proud of that. You can put that on social media. So those are great posts that will attract people to your business, and it'll give you an opportunity to invite. So that's going to lead us into how to invite. So anytime you have someone that does respond to your post, you want to make sure that you are engaging with them, you're responding to them, you're always sending them a personal message, right? So once you have that engagement on your post, someone likes it, someone says something on your post, they want to learn more, what you're going to do is you're going to send them a private message. Teach them about what it is. What is NRF2 activation? Share with them the ABC Primetime Investigation. You're also going to offer them the option to add them to hashtag the Little Yellow Pill and Friends, where they can read success stories for themselves and search within the page different diseases and illnesses that they want to research. And, then we're going to follow up. Follow up is the key to success, right? So we got to follow up. You've got to follow up and say, did you find what you were looking for on that page? If not, I can help you by tagging you in some success stories. So make sure you're following up, you're staying engaged with these people, and don't just do it one time. I have people that I've been talking to for about a year, friends from high school that have asked about my products, and I followed up and followed up and followed up, and I didn't want to hound them, so I let it go a little bit, and I'd wait 3 or 4 months. And I don't always follow up just by sending the message. Sometimes I follow up 2 weeks later by tagging them in another success story. Okay, that gets their attention. And I have people now that are purchasing that I spoke to a year ago. Okay, I stayed consistent. I was very persistent, and I continue to share stories over and over on social media. I have found that on my team, people that lose connection, that they stop posting, their business drops off. So it's real important that people believe in you to believe in your product, right? So you have to be very consistent with your posting. All right, Debbie, I hope that covers social media for tonight. I could go on and on and on. We could get into other forms of social media using Instagram and LinkedIn and other things, but I kept it simple to Facebook tonight.
I think that is so great. You know what I love so much, Abby, is that you lead from your heart, right? You have personalized your business according to what is important to you. We all get so excited because, like Abby said, we have something that nobody in the world has, you guys, and it's amazing. And when you really start delving into the science and you hear all these incredible, amazing, almost miraculous stories, you want to just go out and blurt it to the world, and you want everybody you love and all your friends and everybody on it. But it is important to take a big breath, sit back, give little bits at a time, like Abby said, be consistent, be persistent, share your heart, share your story, find your story. Remember, that is so, so important. And you may not have your story yet, your life-changing story, but there are so many out there that you can share with other people. I think it's really important to also, as you move along, to be excited about everybody, but disappointed in no one. I heard that the other day. I think Jill Pearson had said that because, sometimes we do get disappointed. You're so excited about something, you think, why don't you want to do this? It is just something you got to do. So I've learned this past year that I've shared, and sometimes, honestly, I at first I say, why didn't somebody text me back or call me back? And I was disappointed. Now, you know what, you guys, I know that if I keep sharing my story, sharing education with someone, ultimately, if they're going to want it, they're going to reach back out to me. And sometimes, it's life, you guys, we're all just busy. And so I don't take offense to anything if someone doesn't reach back out to me. So lastly, remember, it's your business. Make it what you want. we're all learning with you guys. We're all learning this as we go. We love to do these once a month distributor trainings. We're recording this so we can share it. If anyone has any further questions, go back to where this was posted and jot down your questions. We'll make sure that we answer all of them for you. And lastly, I just want to end by who wants to be a leader? I feel like inherently in all of us, we want to be a leader. We want to join in the celebration of these amazing products and stepping up to the plate and leading your team, teaching others the education, tips to success, all of that. You know what it ultimately does? It helps you grow. So you guys, and thank you so much for joining us. Abby and Dr. Goodman, thank you for sharing with us tonight. You did a beautiful job. And to the best of health for everyone, and have a great night. We'll see you soon.